SHOT Show 2016 Range Day out at Boulder with Rob Leatham. Rob, how you doing, brother?
Very good, man.
Good to see you again. Good to see you again. I see you've got the same pasta pounds I've got. So
you know, it's a funny thing. I bought a $5,000 mountain bike, and I've ridden it every single day, and I haven't lost an ounce.
No kidding.
Because I guess when you ride the mountain bike, that doesn't mean you just get to eat 3 more pizzas.
Well, I thought that was the balance.
That's why I'm doing it.
Isn't that the reason why you do it? Is so you can eat the pizzas?
It was to not gain even more tonnage.
Well, at least you're maintaining, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Look at it this way. It could always be worse.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. But on a better note, we've got some new products from Springfield Armory here at SHOT Show.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our 1911 series. We have some improvements on that. Is that correct? Okay, let's talk about it.
Well, we have 3 new variants of the full-size 1911 shirt. One is what we call our loaded with laser grips, and it's really just we've made a deal with Crimson Trace, and we're now making it ready out of the box for a 1911 full-size 5-inch loaded package, which gets the different sights, the upper speed trigger, the better hammer, all that kind of stuff.
Tritium sights.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's night sights with that. Okay.
This is what you'd want to add to a good standard piece.
If you're like me and you're a believer in the lasers, when we shot some of the video on one of the other guns doing, I didn't do it, maybe it's because he's a better shot than I am, but one of our guys, Kyle Schmidt, we turned the lights off and we only illuminated the target enough so you could see it. With the laser at 25 yards, he shot 2 magazines into a group like this.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not sure I could shoot it any better than that in perfect condition.
Right.
So the laser thing, when you can't see targets and see things, it is.
It's an enhancement.
It is an enhancement.
It's just a tool. It's a tool to add.
It's not a solution for marksmanship.
Yeah.
But it is an aid.
Now, is this available in the green or the red,
No,
or is it?
It's just in the Parkerized finish.
Okay.
So
No, I'm sorry. When I said green, I meant the laser.
No, it's just a red laser.
Just the red laser.
Red
Okay.
laser.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And it's available in the park.
Correct. It's Parkerized finish. We want to keep the price down as much as possible, so it's stainless. Will it grow into that? Who knows?
It's a beautiful entry-level piece. It's got everything that you would really want to add to it aftermarket.
And a heavy-duty pistol if you want the laser pulse.
Gotta love the 1911.
Yep.
Okay, and next on here?
This is what we call our RO operator. Now, what the operator means is it's a light rail frame. That's just the term we use for all our light rails. And we've had several versions, and we have other versions with the operator frame. But this is the first time we've done an RO. So our RO, if you look at our packages, our base gun is called a mil spec. The next step is an RO. It's adding the things that I think you need without adding a lot of stuff that just runs up the price.
Right.
You know, the guns I shoot in competition, as awesome as they are, a lot of those things I probably wouldn't spend my own money on.
Yeah.
You know, those are guns that I'm getting from the shop.
You do have a blessing. You do have a built-in blessing.
I do. I get the best deal of anybody. So, that being the case, what are the things you need? You need better sights, you need a better trigger. We've given you an extended thumb safety, and it has a checkered mainspring housing, and none of the other stuff that might be debilitating for the initial purchase.
Right.
And now we simply offer that model with the operator frame, which allows you to put lights and lasers and things on it.
And that's our alloy frame, correct?
No, it's steel.
Oh, it is steel.
Oh yeah, this is full-size steel. Now there's another model.
When you were saying light, I
meant no.
Yeah.
Lights or lasers.
Oh, a light can be mounted.
Yeah, it's
got the Picatinny rail built into it.
Right. Now, really the coolest thing about this is this version is a 45, but there's a 9mm also. This is the first time we've offered an operator in 9mm. So as much as I like this, it's really that 9mm. If you shoot it, it adds probably 2.5 ounces of weight to the gun.
Right.
If you're willing to carry that around, the operator in 9mm, 45 also, but in 9mm, is the easiest to shoot you've ever shot.
That extra weight in the front.
And it's
really
in the right place.
Yeah,
So it adds forward balance and makes the gun kick less.
And you also have a high front sight on this.
That's correct. We've gone to fiber optic sights now on a lot of the guns. They've become so popular that once you put it on one, it's pretty easy to get it on everything. So that's kind of what you got here.
Do we have a trit on the rear?
No, it's just white dot.
It's just white dot, not trit? Okay.
But
with the high visibility front sight, you're going to be focusing on that anyhow. So.
Right, well, and it's not necessarily designed to be a night fighter. You know, It's not, there are models, but it's not in the loaded, or in the range officer package. It goes up into the loaded models, give you the night sights.
Okay, very good. And then we've got a little bit of an upgrade here.
Right, so this is our RO. The original version was a 5-inch what do you want for a starter gun with irons or with adjustable sights? Because most of the guns have fixed sights on them, right? That's become the
that's going to be your fighter. That's going to be your fighting gun.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people want an adjustable sight so they can adjust it for different loads and 0 points and hold points.
And especially if you're a competition shooter.
Right, especially for us, because we're so finicky about things like that. You know, at 5 feet, if it shoots an inch low, it doesn't make any difference probably.
Right.
But for me, if it shoots an inch low at 25 yards, I want to be able to fix that.
Yeah.
So this allows me to adjust it for how I shoot, whatever loads I'm using. And we've had this model out for quite a while. It's been insanely popular, but it was always carbon steel with a parkerized finish. So everybody was always clamoring, when's the stainless, when's the stainless? Well, the whole point was to keep the price down as much as possible. But we've now come out with a stainless version of it for the people that, I mean, don't like. The real reason to get it is if you like the finish and
right.
how it looks.
Yeah.
Because you can carry your parkerized and blue guns the same.
Exactly.
But this does allow you to kind of use it a little bit more and still not deal with any rust issues.
And also catering to the guy who's shooting competition, where he's got his rollout. I've seen guys with little rollout toolkits to make their adjustments, or a little spray of this or a spray of that.
Well, the coolest thing about the finish is when you scratch it up, you steel wool it.
Right, right, beautiful.
I mean, it's easy to fix.
So we'll have a chance to shoot these, correct?
Sure, you bet.
SHOT Show 2016, we just talked to Rob Leatham about these 3 pieces. We're going to go ahead and run them as well. Yeah, that high visibility sight really picks up, especially in the sunlight. Beautiful. Handles well. Great for a 1911. SHOT 2016 at Springfield Armory, again with Rob. Rob, we're moving down the line here, and we're in the XD series, correct?
Correct. We have an XDS and an XD Mod 2.
And this is our super compact, XDS for super compact.
Right. The XDS is the slimline, flat, smallest version of any of the guns that we make.
Brother, I think you should go with super compact, like I just said. Super compact,
well,
like a sports car.
Well, if you tell the owner, we'll use that because we've used micro compact, ultra compact, and sub compact.
There you go.
So our only next step is super ultra micro sub compact.
On turbo.
Right.
Turbocharged.
Exactly.
Okay, beautiful. So now this is in 40
This
Smith
is in 40. The original
40 caliber.
Yeah, the original version of this gun was 45 ACP.
Right.
Then last year, or the year before last, we came out in 9mm, and now we filled in the line with the 40 for the people who want that.
And we shot this with the year that you brought this out a couple years back. When you people had just seen it the night before,
right?
And we were shooting this thing. This is just a phenomenal platform in the size that it is.
Right. It's in 45. It's just the smallest thing you can have, but not everybody wants a 45.
Right.
With the 40 caliber, you get one more round than 45, and if you're a 40 nut,
yeah.
Then this is the gun for you because it gives you one more round.
That one round could help.
3 different magazines. You have a flush fitting one, then you have the one we have here that holds 7. So there's a 6 flush, a 7, then there's an optional 8 rounder that's one round longer than this.
Beautiful. And the magazine, does it continue out with
That's
the platform?
Correct.
Okay.
It keeps the grip so that when you have the extended magazines in, it just makes the grip larger.
Outstanding. Excellent. Okay. Very good. So and then moving over to the next piece.
So our newest version of our XD line, let me back you up a little bit. In 2002, we introduced the XD line of polymer pistols. Huge success. This year, we started a new renovation of that. We call it the Mod 2. Genius name, right?
Of course.
Mod 2. And there's so much changed in it that it's really kind of a different gun. It uses the same trigger mechanism internally, so it operates exactly the same, but the grip is completely different.
It looks like it's a complete change-up.
It's nothing like the old gun. It's a little more round, a little more ergonomic. It has what we call grip zone, which has different levels of texture on different parts of it.
And that stippling is actually in the material itself.
It's molded into the material itself. And the shape is a little bit different to make it a little bit softer in some spots.
Right.
Now, somebody that loves the original XD is never going to like anything else. But somebody that wants something a little more modern, a little higher relief cut here, a little easier to get higher on it, things like that, we've taken and changed the trigger guard configuration.
And the higher the relief, the less the felt recoil to a certain extent.
The higher, the more comfortable your hand gets on the gun.
Yeah.
So if you look at the shape, the XDS trigger guard shape, we've adapted that to the XD. So this is kind of like a bunch of details off of other guns all put together.
Once again, kind of giving the end user an upgrade without having to do that work themselves.
Without doing anything yourself. There's not a lot you'd have to do to this. The original version of the gun was a 3-inch subcompact with a frame about that long.
Right.
Well, of course, you knew the full size had to come around, and we now have it in both a 4-inch version and a 5-inch version in some calibers. We just introduced the 5-inch version in 9mm.
And this is also looking like you've got some melted edges.
We
so to
did.
speak.
We tried to round everything off. We tried to make it so that for the concealed carry crowd or the heavy use, you know, even if it's not concealed, if you carry a gun in an external holster, what you don't like are corners.
Yeah.
Points and corners. Rub things, scratch things, tear thing up, and show. So we've rounded off everything that we possibly can. The only thing that probably has any sharp corners on it are the sights.
Yeah.
And that's because I demand that the sights still give me a crisp, clean side picture.
Right. And because of the name, it's going to be the shell issue for the mod squad.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Lincoln Hayes would love this gun.
There you go. Beautiful.
I've dated myself with that one.
You and me
so
both,
did you.
brother.
You started.
You and me both, brother. Okay, very good. So we'll be able to shoot these. Do we want to talk about this continuation over here in the 9?
Well, those are we have the 9mm variants. They're on the next table over.
Okay. Now, but let's go ahead and discuss these real
are the
quickly
same
before I
ones.
shoot them.
They're the same ones.
Okay, it's the same pistol.
That's just a black. We offer it. This is the stainless finish.
Okay.
And this is the black finish.
And now that I'm looking at it, you're right. Yeah.
It's the same model, and this is the original version that's now available in a flat dark earth frame. But that's just the 3-inch, 4-inch. Black 4-inch stainless.
Right. Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and shoot these here in just a moment. Okay, continuing with the shoot of the XD series. Okay, we'll first of all go with the flush fit magazine. The grip on the extended magazine is a lot more comfortable. Except I'm having some difficulty with placement of these rounds. Let's go nice and slow. There we go. Double stack. Feels a little more like a Glock. Just in my humble experience, which is probably why I was able to place those a little better. Outstanding pieces by Springfield. And continuing with the Springfield lane at SHOT Show 2016. This is the full-size platform with the Picatinny rail. A little heavier duty stippling. Oh, taller sight plane.
Oh man.
And then this is the 9mm and the 1911 style. 1911 frame. should start shooting left-handed more often. Beautiful.